Really shiny. And look at that. Look at the star pattern on the back. You can totally see it. Wow.
That's a piece of treasure, Todd.
Just for centuries, the island has lured treasure hunters with promises of unimaginable riches, but also cursed them with sudden accidents and unexplained illnesses. According to legend, 7 must die before the island gives up its secrets. But will this be the breakthrough the world has been waiting for? And what other chilling mysteries still lie beneath Oak Island's surface? French diamonds on Lot 5. In this week's chilling installment, titled Caissons Ho, the relentless explorers kicked off their audacious quest by plunging 7-foot caissons deep into the earth, down to a staggering depth of at least 200 feet. Their target? The elusive Chapelle Vault, a whispered legend that haunts the Money Pit area like a restless phantom. But the winds of mystery soon blew northward. To the lab, a clash of minds ignited as the team huddled with blacksmith Carmen Legge over an iron spike pried from beneath a rock on Lot 1. A tool to hoist boulders or anchor dreams, he mused. Then Emma Culligan stepped forward, her XRF analysis cutting through the haze. Manganese tainted the iron, she revealed, but its impurity. Legge bristled, countering with a date etched in the early 1720s to 40s. The Duc d'Anville's ghost loomed large. Could this spike tie to his mythical treasure? The debate raged, a storm of speculation swirling around this rusted relic. The Money Pit pulsed with ceremony as the team gathered to christen their first caisson, the True Believer. Rick Legina's voice trembled with emotion as back in the lab, the jewel from Lot 5 returned to haunt their thoughts. Emma's XRF analysis unveiled a shocking truth. No mere glass, but a French artificially simulated gemstone, its lead-heavy heart forged in the early to mid-17th century. The Duc d'Anville's name slithered through the room again, his treasure a specter that refuses to fade. What noble or rogue lost this gem to the soil of Oak Island? Jealously, but the team presses on, hungry for more. The Money Pit in connection with the pirates. In February 2013, brothers Rick and Marty Legina traveled to Oak Island, a mysterious place off the coast of Nova Scotia. They were chasing a dream, solving a 200-years-old mystery. This island is no ordinary piece of land. For generations, it has been believed to hide a great treasure, buried deep underground. But the search comes with danger. The island is said to be cursed, and the legend warns that 7 people must die before the treasure will be revealed. So far, 6 have already lost their lives trying. The story of Oak Island began in the late 1700s when a group of boys exploring the island found a strange depression in the ground. Thinking it might be a pirate's hiding spot, they began digging. About 2 feet down, they found a layer of stones that seemed placed by human hands. As they dug further, they discovered wooden planks every 10 feet, like a hidden staircase leading into the earth. Unable to go deeper without tools, the boys stopped digging, but their discovery sparked a mystery that has drawn treasure hunters for centuries. Captain Edward Teach and William Kidd, better known as Blackbeard, the ruthless pirates who terrorized the seas in the early 18th century, is one of the most famous names tied to Oak Island. According to legend, Edward once boasted that he buried his treasure where none but Satan and myself can find it. Could it be that Blackbeard himself orchestrated this elaborate hiding spot, ensuring that his stolen riches would remain untouched by the hands of time? The center of the island's mystery is the Money Pit, the shaft first dug by the boys. Over the years, treasure hunters have returned to dig deeper into the pit, finding more wooden platforms every 10 feet. But then came the traps. A hidden flood tunnel connected the pit to the ocean, and water suddenly rushed in, filling the hole. This clever trap has stopped every attempt to reach the bottom for more than 2 centuries. In the early 18th, treasure hunters uncovered an even stranger clue, a stone tablet found about 90 feet down in the Money Pit. The stone had cryptic symbols carved into it, and no one could immediately understand their meaning. Later, some claimed the symbols were decoded to say, 40 feet below, 2 million pounds are buried. But was this message real, or was it another trap to lure treasure hunters deeper into danger? The tablet wasn't the only strange find. Over time, pieces of parchment, links of gold chain, and coconut fiber, something not native to the region, have been uncovered. These discoveries only added to the mystery. What kind of treasure could be so valuable that someone would build such elaborate defenses to protect it? The curse of Oak Island is a chilling part of its story. As treasure hunters came and went, many faced terrible fates. Some drowned when the tunnels collapsed and flooded. Others were crushed in accidents. The curse claims that 7 lives must be lost before the treasure is found, and so far, 6 people have died. Yet the mystery keeps pulling people back. For Rick and Marty Lagina, Oak Island was a childhood obsession. Rick first read about it in a magazine when he was 11 years old. He shared the story with Marty, and the brothers dreamed of uncovering the treasure themselves. Decades later, they had the chance to turn that dream into reality. With modern technology and millions of dollars invested, they began exploring not just the money pit, but the entire island. The connection of Captain Edward and Captain Kidd to the island remains a subject of debate. Their fearsome reputation as pirates and cunning strategies for hiding stolen riches make them the most fitting figures in the Oak Island saga. If the traps and tunnels were indeed his work, they reflect a mind not just focused on wealth, but on ensuring its eternal secrecy. Despite all the digging, no one has reached the bottom of the money pit or fully solved the mystery of the cryptic stone tablet. The traps, the strange finds, and the deaths have kept the legend alive. Oak Island is not just a hunt for treasure. It's a battle against time, nature, and a curse that has claimed lives. The thrill of Oak Island lies in its endless questions about the money pit and its connection with the pirates. Why would someone go to such lengths to protect what's buried there? And most chilling of all, when the 7th life is lost, will the treasure finally be revealed? Or will the island's curse remain unbroken? Could the treasure the Templars hid centuries ago lie buried beneath the stone and wood of Oak Island? And if so, what dark secrets does the island still hold? Secrets that could change history forever? Could Oak Island, steeped in Templar mystery, also hold the lost manuscripts of Shakespeare or Sir Francis Bacon, hidden among its treasures and cryptic secrets? A gold-plated clue? The discovery of a gold coin, or what initially appeared to be a coin, deep within the Oak Island money pit has sent ripples of excitement through the search team. While it's not the massive treasure they had hoped for, the find could be a pivotal clue in solving the island's long-standing mystery. As the team examines the object more closely, it becomes clear that the find is far from ordinary. It's a gold-plated button, possibly a cuff button, that dates back to the 18th century. Could this seemingly simple object be the key to unraveling the puzzle of Oak Island? The button was unearthed in a deep and unexplored part of the money pit, a location that had long been untouched. The find is highly significant because it suggests the presence of British military activity on the island during the 17th, long before the money pit was first discovered in 1795. The button is gold-plated with intricate marks around its edge, and some believe it may be tied to British military uniforms from the period. If this theory is accurate, it would provide solid evidence that the British military was involved on the island at a time when the treasure hunters had no idea of its existence. This discovery is also notable because of its location. The button was found in an area where it shouldn't have been, and its presence raises more questions than answers. A button from the 18th century, especially one with gold plating, is not an item that would typically be buried so deep in the ground unless it had some specific purpose. Its discovery in this part of the money pit has prompted the team to consider the possibility that the pit may have been engineered by a disciplined group, possibly a military faction. Fred Nolan, a legendary Oak Island researcher, had theorized that the money pit was constructed with an advanced level of engineering, likely by individuals with military training and capabilities. This button could be a sign that the island's mysterious past is linked to the military in some way. Earlier in the year, the team had found a number of British coins, buttons, and other artifacts while searching an area once owned by Samuel Ball, a former American slave. This area had always been of interest to the team, as it seemed to have connections to the island's unexplained history. The finding of the gold-plated button now seems to be further evidence that there is a connection between British military presence on Oak Island and the treasure hunters' theories. When combined with the other discoveries in the area, the button could be part of a much larger and more complex story. The fact that this gold-plated button was discovered in a part of the money pit that had previously been untouched is not only intriguing, it's a game changer. If the button predates the discovery of the money pit in 1795, it could be one of the most important artifacts to ever come out of the pit. It suggests that there was more going on at Oak Island long before treasure hunters first began their search. Could the button be part of a military operation? Or could it be evidence of something far greater? The team is now starting to piece together the clues and is zeroing in on something significant that could date back to the mid-70s. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this dive into the latest discoveries on Oak Island. Stay tuned for more updates as the mystery continues to unfold. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more exciting content. Until next time, keep exploring the unknown.